All right, so the Royal Rumble 2017. Oh my goodness, I don't even know where to begin.
Let's start with these entrants.
Let's just jump right into who was in this shit.
This was almost the worst one of all time.
This is one of the worst.
Almost.
This is legitly one of the worst Royal Rumbles I've ever seen because you had no surprise person but Todd Dillinger. Who else? Mark Henry don't count. Mark Henry is an old ass veteran. He don't count.
There was no surprise entrance because basically they already hyped who was gonna be in it. What upsets me the most is that they hyped up all of these stars and they got no ring time.
None. Absolutely none.
All this star power got no ring time. And who came out at number 30, almost, I promise you, every fan of the WWE and everything it's ever done and everything we ever watched in our childhood, it was almost, how do you put it?
I'll put it like this. How the hell do you lose a Universal Championship match?
And you come out at number 30.
And then you come in as number 30.
And then you have the audacity to throw arguably the greatest WWE superstar from behind.
And you just, and it was just easy. And it was so easy. Here you go. Boom. That easy.
In my mind, he's my favorite. But arguably the greatest of all time. And he gets thrown out from behind. And it says, this is my yard now? Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable.
Are you kidding me?
He don't even deserve the privilege to throw Undertaker off like that.
Like, what have you done for me? Where's your streak?
Well, they push him like he has a streak. So you hyped up Goldberg, Undertaker,
Brock
Lesnar.
No
Seth Rollins. Remember that? No Seth Rollins.
Because he replaced with Sami Zayn. Now, I can understand Seth Rollins getting replaced because everybody already figures it's going to be him and Triple H at WrestleMania. That's fine. Like, that's fine. It would have still been nice if he was just in the match. But because he missed last year. Just to be there. Yeah,
people pay to want to see Seth Rollins as well.
Yeah.
So you tell me the only television time he got was on NXT? That's it? No Seth Rollins, but you can throw Roman Reigns in two matches in one night.
That's what I'm saying.
And he almost had a chance to win the fucking Royal Rumble.
Oh my god!
Unbelievable. So no Samoa Joe. No Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I wish he would have changed his mind, but no Kurt Angle.
No
Finn Balor.
No Shelton Benjamin. Who are we missing somebody? Who else was a possibility?
Shoot.
Well, I knew Shinsuke Nakamura.
I took Shane McMahon just saying fuck it.
I'm dead serious.
Put Shane McMahon
I took Shane McMahon. Daniel Bryan at number 30. He can't even wrestle. We'll put him at number 30. Nobody but Roman Reigns, man. But we're gonna cover that in depthly in a second. Let's start at the beginning though. So let's start with the matches that actually matter because no one gives a damn about the damn.
Let's start with Charlotte and Bayley.
Okay, so go ahead and start with Charlotte and Bayley.
Charlotte is
15 on pay-per-view.
15 on pay-per-view. Now, I think she could become the greatest of all time. She's not there yet.
She's on her way.
You already know how I feel about Chyna. I always say Chyna's the greatest of all time.
Over Trish?
Yeah, Trish. She has the belts, but as far as who's done what, I put Chyna at the top.
Okay.
Yes. Lita's my favorite.
Okay.
I have all the respect in the world.
I love Lita.
Yes. Everybody loves Lita. But as far as the greatest of all time, I'll even put Chyna above the Fabulous Moolah. Not an agreeable thing. That's fine. But
yeah, that's fine. Some people.
Chyna fought men and won.
She fought. Yes.
There you go.
She has beaten up men.
She's beaten up men. She used to knock the Rock on his ass.
Yeah, and it was nothing. At will, like it was nothing.
At will.
Yep.
And that is why I'll put her at the greatest. But Charlotte is a great athlete. Ric Flair's her father, so DNA's already not fair.
Yeah.
So
she's good. She was going to get a push no matter what, just because Ric Flair is her father.
Yeah, she's 15-0 on pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
All right, the kickoff show started off with who was it? Bliss, Mickie James, who made a comeback recently, and we know she turned heel. Which
God, I love Mickie James. But go ahead.
She's good heel. She's good heel.
She is.
And
wasn't
Natalya versus Naomi, who I think is finally getting a push.
Yep,
about fucking time.
Yep.
She's always getting pushed to the back burner. Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella.
Yep.
And I believe that Nikki Bella, Naomi, and Naomi won. With Naomi actually pinning Alexa Bliss. And now I see that because Mickie James is going to be in a feud with Becky Lynch.
Yes.
That's going to open up the door for Naomi to get her one-on-one shot at Alexa Bliss now. So she's probably going to be next in line to win a title. Which thank God, because they keep throwing her to the backside like she's nothing. So she'll probably be the next face to win the title, because I don't see Nikki Bella's not in the title push right now, so it's not gonna be her. So they won, whatever. So the next match was tag team, Raw tag team.
Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Bullet Club.
Okay, and what was your thoughts about the Bullet Club actually winning?
Now, let's see. So, for those that are fans of the Bullet Club, for one night, the Bullet Club, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, and AJ Styles all held a belt for one night. So, I can see that. Now, the way the match went down is another story. It's just like, I turned to the advice of Bleacher Report. I turned to the advice of Bleacher Report.
And could you actually believe it when you saw it?
No.
I didn't either. Because they have shitted on Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows for the longest time.
Nope.
They were at one point jobbers to the New Day.
Yes.
And if you know anything about their background, coming from Japan, they were names in Japan.
They were putting eggs in jars, acting like they were testicles.
The dumbest gimmick, the dumbest segment I've ever seen. The dumbest segment I've ever seen was when they were those what they call themselves. Them doctors they call themselves.
Shoot.
It was bullshit. It was bullshit. It was bullshit. Now with the titles, they can actually be considered a legit threat.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm not even just about that. I can't even believe Cesaro and Sheamus lost the titles that quick. But they had them for a month. They beat the New Day at Roadblock. Yeah. There's been literally 1 month, and they lost them already.
Yeah.
I would have thought they would have gave them a longer title reign.
But I am proud of Luke Gallows because he's come a long way from being Festus to
that was such a
straight edge society, and now he has a belt.
Festus was such a bad gimmick.
Oh my god.
And most people don't even know that was him.
Yeah.
But that was such a bad gimmick. But I'm actually glad for them. A lot of people were talking about teaming up with Finn Balor and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson together to create the legit the Balor Club.
Yeah,
which
I can see that.
I'm looking forward to that happening if they do decide to go that route.
Yeah, me too.
Now that they actually have titles to make them look good, and we already know Finn Balor is good.
Yeah,
that should make them a nice little heel team, because I can't imagine if you're going to team them up with Finn Balor that Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are going to be a face team. There's no way.
Especially with AJ Styles on SmackDown.
Especially with AJ Styles on SmackDown. Well, they messed up to begin with when they didn't put the club together. You could have. AJ Styles could have still been winning titles, and he could have had the club with them. Because when AJ Styles left to go to SmackDown, they stayed on Raw.
Yeah.
The club was garbage. Or they're not even. It's not that they came and wrestled. The creative team books them look stupid.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's the writing. It's just like
Raw writing is so bad.
I'm telling you, it's just so like bad. WWE has like the greatest athletes with like an incredible skill set, but the way they booked them,
they booked them so bad.
It's just so horrible.
But it's a drastic difference in booking between SmackDown and Raw. If you look at SmackDown and you look at how they book their shows, I'm actually looking forward to the next episode. Yeah. With Raw, it's just like, oh God, Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns, like the 8th billionth time.
And it echoes like what it was when they had the very first draft, like back in 2002 and 2003. It's like Raw had the star power, but SmackDown had the better talent.
And
that's exactly what it is today. Because like back then, Raw had the star power. Because like Stone Cold, he retired, but he was still there. And then you had like Evolution and Goldberg and Jericho and Shawn Michaels, all that star power. But SmackDown had the better talent with Undertaker, Kurt Angle, Brock, Los Guerreros, Rey Mysterio, all on the come up. They had the better talent, and then
they also had John Cena.
And John Cena was on the roster.
John Cena was on the roster. Yeah,
that's what it was. It was just like I had a better time looking at SmackDown sometimes than I did Raw because
I've always been a SmackDown
guy. Evolution ran everything back in the day.
Yeah, and you knew they was gonna win everything.
Yeah, and it's like Triple H was champion for like forever.
Between 2002 and 2003,
he was champion for
Triple
the
H
longest
was
time, man.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, Evolution is one of my favorite faction groups.
It was. Like, when you look back at it, yes.
Yeah. But that's just how they had it then. But, I mean, now that Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson have the title, I think they're going to actually look legitimate like they should have been looking a long time ago.
Yes.
They've been looking like utter trash ever since that brand started.
Since like Raw's just been utter trash.
Raw has been utter trash since Finn Balor got hurt.
Yeah.
Because if you look at even after the draft, they had a few good shows.
They did.
When Finn Balor was on there.
Exactly. Like they were like when Finn Balor, like when they were creating the Universal title, like
that title was ugly. Just want to throw that out there.
The name is stupid, but that's another thing. But it's just like because Finn Balor won the title, and then the next night, I ripped my shoulder apart. I gotta go away, and I'm like, well, damn.
And honestly, I thought it was a storyline injury into it.
No, he finished the rest of that match with one arm.
Yeah, he
finished it with one arm, and I was just like, oh damn.
That just shows you how great he is. He's that good. So Luke Gallows, I can't wait to see how they're gonna. First of all, I'm curious to see how long they're gonna hold the titles, and I'm curious to see who would be the next. Because you know how you know how this bullshit rule is about this automatic rematch. Yeah. So Cesaro and Sheamus are probably going to get a rematch,
and they're going to lose that match.
And they're going to lose. They're going to lose the rematch because they don't never give the title back to the other team the night after.
Not like that.
Yeah, I can see on Raw that they're going to get their rematch. They're going to lose, and I'm curious to see who the next team would be. Maybe it's Big Cass and Enzo. Finally. I don't know who is going to be the next team. Raw don't have any good teams.
The thing is, like, they'll split eventually. It won't be now, but I feel like that if Big Cass,
Big Cass and Enzo,
yeah, they'll split eventually, but not now, because they're too hot right now. Like, but if I feel like if they do not give them a title run before they decide to split them, that team was a failure.
How many title shots have they gotten since they came up? They haven't had
none. Yeah, they haven't had none. But like, I really feel like that if they do not get a title shot. Matter of fact, not even just a title shot. If they don't get a title reign before WWE eventually splits them up, then I'm gonna say that
it was a waste of time putting.
It really was.
A waste of time putting in the team
because you can't have a team that hot and not give them a title.
And not give them anything, but that just goes to show you how trash Raw is.
That's what it is. That shows you how. If they were on SmackDown,
they would already. They would already even had.
Oh my god.
Yep. I mean, I don't understand what they're doing with them because the thing about it is, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are the heel team. So now a face team has to. What other face team you got?
None.
You don't. I mean, if it ain't. I mean, you're not gonna give the New Day another shot. They had this damn shit for almost 2 damn years.
And that's what I'm saying. I think like the only weakness I can see with SmackDown is their tag team division. They don't have any real noticeable tag teams.
They don't, but that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah,
I could get.
So I can see like if they have a next draft, Enzo and Cass going to SmackDown.
I can see that. Yeah. They had a little thing going with the Usos, but then they just kind of like pushed them. They kind of pushed them to the back burner because it was them and American Alpha and a little feud, and then that kind of died off. I don't know what they're doing with the Usos. I thought the Usos were actually going to win it. One of those pay-per-views, I thought they was going to beat Heath Slater and Rhino, but they didn't.
Right.
But anyway, let's get back to the
next
the card.
Match.
So the card was Luke Gallows won, and then we had the what was the other one? Okay, that was it for the Nia Jax. No one cares about Nia Jax and Sasha Banks.
No one cares.
Nia Jax won. We expected her to win that. Yeah. She's not going to lose a one-on-one match until who knows when.
Yeah.
So we knew that was going to happen.
We'll go ahead and skip to KO and Roman.
Oh, you want to skip the Bayley and Charlotte?
Yeah. All right. Charlotte won. Charlotte won.
16.
Okay,
16
I don't know who's gonna beat Charlotte. I don't care. You know.
I knew Bayley wasn't gonna win. I knew Bayley was.
At least not now.
She might win at WrestleMania, but it's not gonna. She's not gonna win now.
She's a great feel good story like Daniel Bryan was, and she'll probably have her WrestleMania moment, and it'll be awesome. But it's not going. It wasn't here tonight in San Antonio.
No, Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte's gonna win the next pay per view. She might lose at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
but it's not gonna be now. So Charlotte won.
Yeah, Charlotte won. So KO and Roman. All
right, let's talk about KO and Roman with no DQ with Chris Jericho in a shark cage.
First of all, Kevin Owens has my respect for carrying Raw. He is carrying Raw.
Shit, he carried this match. If you watch the match, all the good shit that happened was KO. KO took out a bunch of cheers. KO took out he frog splashed Roman through a fucking table. Mm-hmm. He pretty much carried the match.
Can I tell you, ever since he won that title in the weakest way possible after Finn Balor had to give it up, and the way he's carried Raw with him and Chris Jericho is absolutely outstanding. Because Kevin Owens, like, even though like he plays like this heel, people still cheer him because he's a great athlete.
But you know why I also cheer him too? He's going against Roman Reigns.
Yes.
So he had no choice but to be cheered because they're not going to cheer for Roman Reigns.
Now let's be real about Roman Reigns. I'm going to finally break down why people hate Roman Reigns, and this is the absolute truth.
Here you go.
Okay, now back in 2014 when the show first split, Roman Reigns was cheered. Him and Dean Ambrose, they were cheered. Now, the hate came for Roman Reigns because they immediately put him at the top feuds. They didn't like play it smart like they did with Dean Ambrose and put him in the middle.
Mid-card with it, like
United States. Like how they did with Seth Rollins and put him at the top, that was expected because he was with basically the authority. So that was his job to be hated. Know. And I could see like the plan with WWE was because they wanted Roman Reigns to be the guy.
Okay.
That was the thing about it. Like they saw him as the next guy. Now, it all started, the decline of Roman Reigns with the fans started at the Royal Rumble 2 years ago. And that's the absolute truth. I'm not kidding. Because in 2014, when Batista won that Royal Rumble, people flipped that shit.
God, that was such a bad.
They would have took Roman Reigns winning in. I don't know what they would have done after that. Who cares? But they would have took that. Now, when he won that Royal Rumble in 2015, people were upset because they wanted to be Daniel Bryan, just like they wanted in 2014.
Yeah.
Now, not only that, but then when The Rock came and helped him, I haven't seen that many people boo The Rock since 1998.
Yeah, the Rock ain't been booed. No,
not even in 2003.
Not even when he was here in 2000. He
not even in 2000. He even got still cheered in 2003. I haven't seen that many people boo and cuss at that man since 1998, and it was not even funny. I love The Rock.
Yeah,
but and we all know that they're family. But that was when like the true hatred that everybody had started was at the Royal Rumble of 2015. Now, WrestleMania 31 got saved by Seth Rollins because had Roman Reigns won at WrestleMania 31,
against Brock Lesnar, right?
Yeah, God knows what would have happened.
Yeah,
God only knows.
Especially because it would have been against Brock Lesnar. That would have been even more unbelievable.
Yeah. Now, I thought after that they would have played it smart and been like, okay, let's take him out of the star card and stuff like the main card for that.
And they were doing that.
And they were doing that.
With Rusev.
Yeah, they kind of did.
They were doing that.
They were doing that. And then
making that shit again.
And then last year, what was the funniest the funniest betrayals I've ever seen? He beats Sheamus at the end of the year, at the end of 2015 on Raw. Because Vince McMahon didn't want him to be champion and all that. And then the Royal Rumble comes along and they booed him again. They booed him again. And then Triple H throws him out the Royal Rumble. People were just ecstatic.
Yeah, and people remember Triple H was supposed to be the heel. And they cheered the heel. Yeah. That's because they don't like that man.
And then leading up to WrestleMania, Triple H broke his nose.
And that match was awful.
Yeah. Triple H broke his nose. People cheered. Again, Triple H was supposed to be the heel.
So we did.
And then we fast forward to WrestleMania. And
everybody knew Roman Reigns was going to win that match against Triple H.
And in one of the worst matches I've ever seen in WrestleMania history.
It was the worst main event.
You know my favorite part of that match?
What?
When Stephanie got speared. And that's not to promote women abuse or nothing, you know. But everybody hates Stephanie McMahon.
Gosh. She's bad.
Like, everybody hates Stephanie McMahon. I have my own personal reasons against Stephanie. It's just like, until China gets into the Hall of Fame, I'll always have something against Stephanie, but that's neither.
They give Roman Reigns too much of a push when he don't need it.
That's when
he went against Rusev, that little feud.
And that was like, they were doing that.
They were doing that. And what do you know?
And they
with the Universal title, with the United States title, they push him right back into the main event card.
And here we fast forward here. We'll just fast forward to 2016. We fast forward here. He goes against Kevin Owens.
Like the billionth time.
Yes. And then, you said Kevin Owens carried him through the match. I'll give you that. And then Braun Strowman interferes. And, costs him the match.
Which now makes me believe that it's going to be Strowman versus Roman at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine they're going to give Roman another title shot after what Strowman did.
Right.
So Strowman cost Roman Reigns the title because he interfered. I can't imagine that you're going to give Roman and KO another match at WrestleMania. We didn't see it enough.
You know what? I don't think that's going to happen. Like, I truly don't think they'll make that mistake. I want to believe
it better not happen.
And so like basically, we'll get to the Royal Rumble match eventually. Now, KO beats Roman Reigns because of Braun Strowman.
Oh yeah, one note. Chris Jericho was supposed to be in the shark cage. He still played a role in the match because when he was in the shark cage, he dropped some brass knuckles down to Roman. He dropped some brass knuckles. He has some brass knuckles in his pocket, and look, so he he has the brass knuckles in his pocket. He dropped it from the shark cage, gave it to Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens gave Roman a Superman punch with the brass knuckles, and Roman kicked out of it. At that point, I was done.
Oh my God!
Roman kicks out everything. Kicks out everything.
That's what I'm saying. He's John Cena 2.0.
2.0.
Yeah.
Exactly. But anyway, so my question to you is, they KO got the win. So what do you see is next for KO at WrestleMania, since he's going to be the champion going into it most likely?
I can. The thing is, even if it's not one-on-one, I can see Chris Jericho being involved.
Okay.
I don't know how that's going to be set up, but I see like Jericho falling apart.
Okay.
At WrestleMania.
Do you see? Okay. If it is Jericho, do you see KO walking out still the champion?
No.
Okay, so you think Jericho's gonna win? Possibly.
I don't know. If it's one-on-one, yes, I see Jericho winning.
Even though he said he's gonna be leaving to record. You still think okay?
I do see that because Jericho, he's not completely done with WWE. He'll take another break like he usually has been.
Right.
But I do see them giving him probably like a month.
Yeah, I can. Well, a month for the title.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Like how The Rock did before he went permanent Hollywood.
Okay, they get him, and then he dropped the title.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. So basically, so I can see that being played out for WrestleMania.
So what do you think is more money? KO Jericho WrestleMania or KO Sami Zayn?
I can see. I
don't think Sami Zayn will be wrestling Braun Strowman after what Strowman did to Roman Reigns.
You know what? The thing is, Sami Zayn, he is a very good athlete, but he is not money yet.
He's not money. So Chris Jericho KO will be more money than Sami Zayn and KO.
Sami Zayn does not have enough believers yet for him to sell a one-on-one main event.
Yeah, not a main event. Yeah.
It's not. And most likely, and think about it like this, you're talking about potentially the last match on the card.
Yeah.
Or at least like one of the last three matches.
Well, yeah. Well, since a SmackDown guy won it, that would be the main event. So the Universal match wouldn't be the main event.
Yep. But
it would be close to it.
All right. So that will basically.
So you think Jericho? I mean, KO will face Jericho at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, and if it's not one-on-one, then maybe if they do a triple threat or a fatal 4-way, but Jericho's gonna be in that match.
Who do you think the other people participating will be if it was a triple threat?
You know what? I think they'll fuck up and put Roman Reigns in the
Oh God. No.
Let's see. It's not gonna be Seth Rollins because he's going against Triple H. That's not a spoiler. That's basically how I see it.
It gotta be because there are 4 main pay-per-views throughout the whole year.
Nobody's seen Triple H since August.
Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
You leave Seth Rollins off the card completely.
Complete, which
is still a joke to begin with.
Completely. Seth Rollins was the best athlete off the Shield, and you left him off this card.
You left him off the card. He had no one to wrestle. I mean, damn. Like, really? That's just shows you how stupid Raw is. You make a match, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, the winner. If Sami wins, Seth Rollins loses his spot.
Man.
So Sami Zayn wins. You leave Seth Rollins off the card. How do you leave a how do you leave a Seth Rollins off the card?
I don't know. And the thing is, it's just like
stupid.
When they made that match between Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn, all it had to be was Sami Zayn getting a Royal Rumble spot, not Seth's spot.
Yeah, why would you make it Seth?
Like anybody with common sense knew Seth wasn't gonna win it, but it was just like you take excitement out of that, man.
Stupid.
You take excitement out of that, especially like you basically told everybody who's gonna be in it.
Exactly.
And Seth already qualified, so it's just
he already qualified. Then you take his whole spot away.
I mean, I can see for storyline purposes, like this. Stephanie screwing him, she's conspiring with Triple H for storyline kayfabe purposes and stuff. But come on.
But you still don't take that man off the card.
But come on. You ain't fooling Generation Y.
You ain't fooling me.
We already know what's happening.
You ain't fooling me. Especially when you shove Roman Reigns.
We've been knowing what's going down behind the scenes since 2002.
Exactly.
We know what's happening.
Exactly. I mean, history repeats itself.
Right.
These storylines are not new. But it doesn't make any sense, though. You leave Seth Rollins off the card.
Right. Now... Alright, so we'll wrap up the Universal title match. KO wins. He survives another day. Yeah.
But he's going to lose soon.
He'll lose soon.
Had that shit. He's going to lose soon.
He ain't going to make it past WrestleMania without that title.
I just thought about something. As a matter of fact, it might be KO Finn Balor.
It could be. Actually, yes.
The title that he never lost.
That is beautiful. That is a beautiful thought. Yes.
The title that he never lost.
Yes.
Yep.
Beautiful.
And since he didn't show up here, he has to be back by WrestleMania.
Yeah, you know what? Because if he does not, because Raw has Fastlane and then they have WrestleMania. Yeah. He ain't making it past WrestleMania with that title.
No,
that's all it is.
He's had this shit long enough.
He's not making it past WrestleMania with that title.
Yep.
So there we go.
The title that he never lost. I can see him, KO, and maybe Jericho if they decide to do that.
Yes.
I can see that. Triple threat. I can see that.
Yes.
I can legitimately see that one.
Yeah. That concludes Raw's main event on the SmackDown.
And then Balor wins.
Yep. On the SmackDown, AJ Styles versus John Cena.
This match was beautiful.
Beautiful match. Over the years, people have said John Cena cannot wrestle. They have said he has the 5 moves of doom. They have said...
See what dumbasses they are now.
Yes, they have said... that he...
Wait, hold on. The 5 moves of doom?
The 5 moves of doom. I'm not kidding. The 5 moves of doom. And you could Google that. And you know what? And people have said that he was directly responsible for the PG era. Not directly, but he had a part in it. But tonight he proved that he was a bad man. And I'll give it that. And you know what? There's people that to this day still say fuck John Cena. You could fuck John Cena all you want to, but you know what?
You gotta respect the man.
I respect that man.
You gotta respect the man.
I respect the man.
He's doing different things, and he still went out there and had a great. It leads us to the night where he comes back and actually surprisingly wins. And the only reason why I didn't think he was gonna win tonight because I thought they was going to save that for a WrestleMania moment. 16-time champion. I'm really surprised that they gave the title to him tonight. It's a big crowd, but I really thought there was going to be a WrestleMania moment.
I thought so too.
You passed Ric Flair for the most world titles of all time. That's a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, tied Ric Flair. That's a everybody figured it was going to happen eventually. Like even I did too.
Yeah, he still had plenty of years. He still had a couple more years left.
Yeah, it's just like and Ric Flair even said he's fine with John Cena doing it. Yeah. Because everybody else that has more than 10 reigns that's still active, all you have is Randy Orton. Triple H is part-time.
Yeah, Randy Orton.
Yeah, all you got is Randy Orton. Randy Orton has 12. Triple H has 14. It's 14.
It's 14. I'm just trying to think. Anybody active? There's nobody else active that has. There's no one active that has that many. No, you're right.
Nobody. And there's nobody else that's gonna come close to it. At least not now.
So what does this do for AJ Styles?
What this does for AJ Styles, it is AJ Styles had a very successful first year.
Oh, yes, definitely.
When he debuted last year in the Royal Rumble, I flipped my shit.
Yes, and that's continue.
I flipped my shit. He had a very good match with Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. He's had a very
good match with Chris Jericho. He had a very good match with Roman Reigns.
Surprisingly, he lost that match, but that was a very good match,
which didn't make any sense to me. So I'm thinking okay, Chris Jericho's the older wrestler. Yep. You pass the baton on to AJ Styles. First WrestleMania, you're gonna make him lose,
and then shockingly, he loses to Roman Reigns.
Well, what else is new? Roman Reigns beats everybody.
The first time, yes. Then the second time,
he beat him at Extreme Rules. Roman Reigns. Hold up. He beat him because Seth Rollins came back. Yeah, and then we went. Yeah, because we went to that. We went to the
the night after. The night after. Yeah. That's when he beat him.
Rules. Yeah,
and then he. That's when he started the feud with John Cena.
And he had a good feud with Roman Reigns. He had a good feud with Cena, but he also had a good feud with Ambrose. Ambrose was a good feud too.
And then SummerSlam 2016 when he fought John Cena, that was a great match. That was a great match.
Who talking about SummerSlam 2000?
He went against John Cena.
Oh, he went talking AJ Styles. Oh,
great match.
Yeah, that was a one-on-one. That was the best match on the card. Yeah, that was the best match on the card.
That was a great match. And then John Cena disappeared, and then he beat Dean Ambrose for the title right after that at Backlash. Yes.
The next pay-per-view, No. Yeah, the next pay-per-view after SummerSlam,
Yep.
Yeah,
Backlash.
And then they had a triple threat match at No Mercy.
Yep.
Which was a damn good match.
Yes.
Best match on the card. I'm mad that they opened it up.
Yeah.
First match, but I get what they were trying to do, get the crowd hype. But yeah, the best match on the card. That was the damn good triple threat match.
Yep, and then Survivor Series.
He wasn't at Survivor Series. Cena.
Yeah, Cena wasn't.
Which I was surprised.
Yeah, Cena. I wasn't surprised. He was still gone.
I was surprised because I'm like, okay, you throw Shane McMahon in there.
Well, I think who was it supposed? It was supposed to be somebody.
It was Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Because Baron Corbin had a spot.
Yeah.
But then they took it off with Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess because Baron Corbin isn't fully polished yet, and he's not a.
Yeah, it was something. I gotta go back and see why, but it was something like that. But
that's why he doesn't draw. He wasn't a big seller.
No.
But not that Shane McMahon is the biggest draw, but he's a bigger draw than Baron Corbin.
And then after that, Team SmackDown won, and then TLC, I believe he went against. Who did he go against?
No, Styles went against Dean Ambrose again, which was a damn good.
Yeah, that's right.
Because James Ellsworth came in there.
That's right. And I said, "What the fuck?" And
first of all, that match was so good. It did not even need James Ellsworth to fucking mess that shit up. The match was good, but AJ Styles had plenty good. He had some of the best matches of that year.
He said, 2016 was awesome. SmackDown has been awesome in part because of AJ Styles.
SmackDown has been awesome in general because AJ Styles and whoever does their creative writing is just
now you think smaller. About it. And again, which led us to tonight, to this awesome match. Where Cena actually showed that he knows wrestling moves.
Yeah. He did quite a. How many times did we look at that and was like, he did that? What is that?
The man did a sunset flip powerbomb, and I was just like, you got your big ass up to do a flip powerbomb.
Who was that big ass black woman I just saw?
Oh, that was what was that? She used to be Awesome Kong and TNA.
Okay, all right. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that big ass? Oh, but yeah, but he did moves that what the fucking what's her name?
Drew Carey.
Okay. So yeah, but he did quite a few moves that made us be like, what the fuck was it? Like John Cena did that. Mm-hmm. The few moves he did.
It was moves you don't normally see him do on a daily basis because nobody thinks he can wrestle.
No one thinks he can wrestle.
So yeah, he actually did wrestling moves.
But the thing about it is a wrestler and a superstar are two different things. Mm-hmm. A wrestler. A pure wrestler is somebody I consider like American Alpha. Mm-hmm. They can wrestle. They're not superstars, but they're wrestlers. They can wrestle. John Cena is a superstar who he might not be the most technical wrestler, but he has other traits that make him overall great.
Yeah, he has like massive popularity.
Yeah,
and all of that.
Yeah,
you know.
And like you said, he may get booed and cheered, but any reaction is a good reaction. Yeah. Whether you boo him or cheer him.
But like this match, it was
this
just
match was grade A.
He hit him with at least 5 AAs.
Yeah, and Styles kicked out of he kicked out of 3 of them.
Yeah, it was.
He kicked out 3 of them because the last 2 AAs he did was back to back.
Yeah, it was 2 back to back AAs, and then he pinned him.
But he did some other moves that was just like, what the fuck? John Cena does that?
Yeah, he did the sunset flip. He did the figure 4.
Which he did the figure 4.
He did the figure 4.
Which honestly, that would have been a good way to end the match.
Yep.
If you want to tie Ric Flair, make AJ Styles tap from that.
Yep. And then he did like some form of the cutter, like the
Yeah.
I
don't know what the fuck that shit was nice though.
Yeah, it was. So
John Cena wins is a 16-time champ. But I really want to dissect this because I'm curious to see what you think. So John Cena wins Royal Rumble. Mm-hmm. SmackDown has SmackDown's gonna have exclusive on pay-per-view at Elimination Chamber. So more than likely he will be defending the title in the Chamber.
Yep. I believe that pay-per-view's next, actually.
2 weeks, actually.
Yep.
And so we were actually gonna be reviewing that.
What I think was gonna happen is let's see. Now, as far as how long he'll hold on to this belt, for once, I'm actually unsure because of his new part-time status.
Right.
I can give a guesstimation of who's going to be in it.
Right.
It'll obviously be him. It's going to be AJ Styles in there.
Corbin.
You
said Ambrose.
Yeah, I said Ambrose for filler purposes. I can see.
I actually think. Well, it's either him or the Miz.
Yeah, either him or the Miz.
If
they don't do Dean Ambrose versus the Miz again, which I'm pretty sure they won't because for a pay-per-view, no. So I can see Cena, Styles, Corbin, Ziggler, Miz, and Ambrose.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see that.
Because I'm looking at all, unless, like I had proposed, a Samoa Joe pops up.
Yeah, I don't know what brand he's going to be on, but yeah.
I don't know what brand he's going to be on either, but he's got to be on something coming up.
Yeah, but that's who I can project being in that chamber. If you want to sell money. If you want money.
Well, if you want money, those are the best things on your roster.
Yeah, so.
I'm trying to think, those are the best things on your roster. You don't have anybody else that's on there as right now that's going to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. You had nobody else. You had nobody else that's right there.
You had nobody else. So that's pretty much all I see.
So that's gonna be interesting. But do you think Cena walks out with the title? In Chamber.
I could see him walking out of the Chamber. I could see it. I wouldn't be shocked if it happened.
Okay.
I wouldn't be shocked if it happened.
We forgot about Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
Did we mention Bray Wyatt in the Chamber?
I don't see him going in the Chamber.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
So what do you think is gonna happen?
Well, as far as Bray Wyatt is concerned,
remember because he was one of the last 3 in the Royal Rumble.
I don't know. As far as Bray Wyatt is concerned, I think they're going to finish the storyline they have with the disintegration of the Wyatt family before they put him back into any type of singles contention.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So you don't think Wyatt's gonna be in Chamber?
No.
Okay.
I don't really see it. If he does get in, okay, but like honestly, I don't see it until they finish like this, because that'd be like convoluting storylines. Because if you put Bray Wyatt in the Chamber, you have to put the rest of the Wyatt family in the Chamber, and you can't put the rest of the Wyatt family in the Chamber because
there's not much left.
Yeah,
because I mean, you're not gonna put Randy Orton in the Chamber because he already is a #1 contender,
right?
So, and you're definitely not gonna put Luke Harper in the Chamber.
Yeah, so and which is when we get to the Royal Rumble match itself, which is why we'll explain that. So
okay, well we can go on that now.
All right, so John Cena wins his 16th world title, ties Ric Flair for the most of all time. Not in actuality, because Ric Flair has 20, but that's what WWE recognized. Yeah, I went there. But
you're right. That was a low blow. But
that was a low blow.
They only want to acknowledge
but
that.
But yep. But now here we go.
All right, so let's get to the match that was supposed to be the
annual 30-man Royal Rumble match, where the winner of the match goes to main event WrestleMania. 15 from Raw, 15 from SmackDown.
And before I even get started in that, everybody and their mama was saying that somebody from Raw was going to win a title. But as we can see, that didn't happen.
Okay. So let us go to the Royal Rumble.
Where do we begin?
Well, we
begin with Big Cass comes out.
Big Cass was the #1 entrant.
And not only was Big Cass #1 entrant, he said he was going to win the Royal Rumble.
And we all knew you wasn't.
We all knew that wasn't going to be the case.
And we all knew you wasn't, because, you still got to win a tag team title belt.
You got to win a fucking title before you can do it.
Right.
So we knew that won't happen.
Let's see. So the first two people that started off the Royal Rumble were Big Cass and Jericho.
And Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, we had speculation all night of who was going to win. He believed that Sami Zayn was going to win.
I did.
I wouldn't have been shocked if Sami Zayn won.
And my pick of Sami Zayn actually lasted quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Who was your pick? I didn't
have a pick. I didn't have a pick because this Royal Rumble was so convoluted.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't have a pick. You want to know why? We're going to get to that eventually, why I didn't have a pick.
Okay.
But let's see. Like, Chris Jericho lasted, I think, an hour and some change.
But we must throw in there that Chris Jericho was in and out the ring a lot. So I don't know if you can really say he lasted an hour, because he wasn't really in the ring for an hour.
You know what? In actuality, because the minute Braun Strowman showed up, he ran out the ring.
That nigga got out of there.
He hid behind the announce table.
Yeah,
and he basically was on his ass for the whole match. He was laying on his back for most of the match. So yeah,
right.
So.
So let's get into the interesting people that came out.
Let's see. The first interesting person that came out
would be Braun Strowman. Because who came? Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman came out,
and he started eliminating every hell of people.
He eliminated, and then Mark Henry made a surprise comeback, and Braun Strowman threw him out.
Yeah, Braun Strowman threw. Yeah,
Big Show
rather easily, which was a kind of a joke to me. Mark Henry.
Big Show comes out. And Braun Strowman throws him out with ease.
Which was fucking ridiculous. It's the fucking Big Show.
And, I'm just like, okay. And then we get down to, who was it? Todd Dillinger came out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Todd Dillinger.
Perfect 10.
Yep, Perfect 10. Yep, came out.
He didn't really do anything, though.
Not really,
He didn't really do anything.
He hyped up the crowd.
Yeah, he did hype the crowd. So real quick about Todd, where do you think he's going to go? SmackDown or Raw?
Let's see, Todd Dillinger.
Is he a SmackDown or Raw type of guy? Which one?
He's a SmackDown guy.
He's a SmackDown guy?
You know what, honestly, because, the way Raw's run right now, I can see...
Well, I bet any of these people would probably want to go to SmackDown.
I can see Samoa Joe on SmackDown. If he went on Raw, they would need Samoa Joe. Raw needs Samoa Joe, but if he went to SmackDown, that'd just be unfair.
Raw needs Samoa
Joe. Yeah, but
Raw needs Samoa Joe. I don't even know if Raw needs. They got the talent. They the creative people.
They have the star power.
They have the star power. The fucking talent.
They don't know how to write.
They don't know how to write.
Fucking
taking Seth Rollins off the card is fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry. But anyway, yes.
Let's go. Let's who?
Okay, so Todd Dillinger was the only one that made a surprise entrant. Who else came in after that?
Instead of putting Seth Rollins in this Royal Rumble, they made James Ellsworth a fucking.
Oh my goodness, James Ellsworth was in the Royal Rumble.
James Ellsworth didn't get his ass in that ring until Dean Ambrose came out and tricked him.
And as soon as James Ellsworth got in the ring, he was eliminated by Braun Strowman. What? 10 seconds?
I'd say that's about right.
Maybe
That's too much credit.
It may be less than that.
I say 5.
Maybe less than that.
It was basically he did like the 3 count, like 1, 2, 3. And then ran in
and
get out my ring. That was basically all it was. Get out my ring. Right. And then Ambrose came in. And then Baron Corbin came in.
Baron Corbin looked good tonight.
Oh my God.
He looked good because he eliminated Strowman.
Yeah, one of the most beautiful eliminations I've seen. You know, it was clothesline, haluva kick. Baron Corbin knocks him out.
Out.
Yes.
And then that's if you're gonna take out Strowman, that's the way you gotta do it.
Yes.
Corbin looked good because you eliminated the one guy that everybody thought was gonna just run. Well, I mean, he did kind of run through people, but everybody thought that Strowman was gonna last a little bit longer.
You know, the New Day, they came out separately. You know, all 3 of them qualified for the Royal Rumble, so we weren't really surprised by that.
And they get eliminated all 3 at one time by Cesaro and Sheamus.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then Sheamus tried to throw Cesaro out right after they eliminated the New Day.
Oh my God, that was funny.
That was hilarious and shit. So they eliminated the New Day, and then Sheamus just tried to throw Cesaro over. And then who threw them over?
That was Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho threw both of them over?
Yep.
Okay.
Chris Jericho eliminated both.
Okay, both of them.
And then we get down to the 20s.
We get down to the 20s, and this is where the part we're thinking that Samoa Joe has to be coming. So we thought Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle,
Finn Balor,
or Shelton Benjamin, somebody coming out.
Just like one of those shocking surprises, of debuts or returns.
Yeah. So we knew who was left. We knew Lesnar, Goldberg, Undertaker, Ziggler, and who was the other one?
Goldberg, Undertaker, Ziggler, Lesnar.
It was somebody and Wyatt's.
In the Wyatts, yes, the whole
Wyatt. The whole Wyatt family. So we knew. So that left a little wiggle room.
So that left actually, when you look at it, that left 2 spots open.
Right.
All right.
One of them was Enzo Amore, which I forgot.
Enzo Amore came out at number 27.
Which was stupid.
Number 27 is where Stone Cold Steve Austin won his 3rd Royal Rumble. I felt like I got slapped.
I got bitch slapped.
I got bitch slapped. You know,
I got bitch slapped. We all did. We all did.
All right, so let's see. So Brock Lesnar came out. I think it was like 24, 25.
Yeah, that's
one of those.
Right.
And he just starts suplexing people like normal because he's the baddest man on the planet.
They made him look like how he's supposed to look.
Oh yeah.
Until fucking Goldberg got in the ring.
Oh yeah. When Enzo Amore got in that ring with Brock Lesnar, he took his head off. Took his head off.
Then Goldberg came out.
28.
So Brock Lesnar makes everyone else look like a bitch. Goldberg comes in and Goldberg makes Brock Lesnar
look like a bitch. 1-1. This is them right there. Yeah, this is them. And then all of a sudden, Brock Lesnar said, "I'm a clothesline him." Goldberg ducks. Spear,
and he makes Brock Lesnar look a bitch.
Clotheslines him over the top rope.
Like that's supposed to be the beast.
Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna rant about that. So I'm gonna just say that's their way of setting them up for WrestleMania 33. We'll just call it that.
I knew Goldberg or Brock Lesnar.
We'll just call it that. Every match and every physical interaction they've had has been horrible, dating back to WrestleMania 20. Let's just call it right there.
WrestleMania 20 match was god awful.
Survivor Series was just like, what the fuck was that?
It was trash.
Apparently they had that match because apparently Goldberg had like a shoulder injury.
He wasn't ready.
Yeah. So fine, but still, damn.
The way Brock Lesnar look at it, I'm still gonna get paid.
But this, you did not give them at least 2 minutes in the ring with each other,
and especially for all the build that you gave us.
That's what I'm saying. The way Raw ended, I'm like, shit.
First of all, you didn't even give them a moment together.
No.
When the Undertaker came out, Brock Lesnar was gone already.
Brock Lesnar was gone. Undertaker came out at number 29. And then, like, what happened, instead of doing a normal entrance, the lights go off, and Undertaker, he ended up in the ring, right behind him, and then, I'm trying to think what happened. It was just so much. Yes, he was about to chokeslam Goldberg, and he ended up getting, I think Bray Wyatt hit him from behind or something like that.
Bray Wyatt hit him. I think somebody hit him. I don't know if it was Bray Wyatt.
And then he ended up like spearing the Undertaker, who sat up and then choke slammed him. And Undertaker eliminated Goldberg.
Undertaker eliminated Goldberg. So all the big people that we expected to see didn't really show me anything.
No.
Because Brock Lesnar came and beat up who he was supposed to beat. Then when Goldberg got in the ring, Brock Lesnar
put everybody on their ass, and then when Goldberg came out,
he was like a piece of trash.
It was another squash.
It was like he was like a jobber.
You know, and that's really what it was. And then
Undertaker looked like garbage. But that's before we even get into
Undertaker's about to be 52 years old. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I love the Undertaker to death, but he's about to be 52, and that it. Nobody thought he was going to win the Royal Rumble realistically. Anyway, I didn't.
Right. Okay. So let's. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. So Undertaker comes out. So the reaction of me and you live was basically like, okay, number 30 gotta be Samoa Joe.
It gotta be some surprising entrant.
Somebody.
The worst moment of the night was number 30.
Oh, please save me.
The number 30 entrant.
That music hit, and I almost.
Of the 2017 Royal Rumble
was fucking Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, the man who already fucking lost the match early in the night. He is number 30.
And you know what he does?
Oh.
You know what he does?
Oh, God.
He eliminates Sami Zayn.
My pick.
He eliminates The Undertaker from behind.
He goes, just toss him over.
And the audacity to sit there and stare at him like, this is my yard now. Excuse me, motherfucker. Where's your streak? Where are your Hell in a Cell matches?
If I was the Undertaker, I would have went right back in that match and fucking tombstone him.
And I never heard a man get booed so much.
Oh yeah,
he deserved every bit of it.
The crowd did not like that.
He deserved every bit of it. And then he eliminated Chris Jericho.
He eliminated Chris Jericho. Yeah, he eliminated Chris Jericho.
And that leaves us with Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, and Bray Wyatt.
At that point in time, when it was just them three, I knew Roman Reigns wasn't going to win. I was hoping he wasn't going to win. And by God, thank God it didn't happen.
And then he eliminates Bray Wyatt, and I'm like, can't be serious.
You can't be serious. I'm thinking Roman Reigns might win this shit.
I'm like, are they gonna really repeat 2015 and have a riot? Because Texas will riot
if Roman Reigns won that shit.
And then he gets ready to spear Randy Orton, and then he catches him with an RKO and clotheslines Roman Reigns over the rope. And I'm said, thank God.
Thank God. You saved my night.
Oh my God.
So the WWE went from being ridiculously trash to saving itself all in 1 second. Once that clothesline hit and Randy Orton clothesline, I was like, thank God.
I was like, I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I didn't even have a pick this year.
Not that I wanted him to win, not that I expected him to win. I'll take it over Roman Reigns.
You know, because I feel like they realized, I don't know if it was a last second decision, but I think they realized they were about to fuck up.
I think they did. I think the decision to eliminate Roman Reigns came literally after he eliminated Undertaker. It was like, no, we can't have this man win.
Oh yeah, it was like
the fans would have rejected him forever.
Oh my God, there would have been no recovery from that. You thought it was almost a not recovery from the 2015 Royal Rumble. There would have been no recovery from this, none. Right after you lose a title match, you don't go in as the number 30 entrant.
No.
You don't take the sacred number 30 entrant and almost screw everybody out of their dreams.
It was 52,000 people at the Alamo Dome. How many of those 52,000 really thought Roman Reigns was coming out number 30? Because it surely wasn't me.
Can I tell you, like, when they saw number 30, they heard Roman Reigns.
Music.
It was a silent. It dropped to silence and then boos.
Right.
Because they were like, are you serious?
Are you fucking Vince McMahon strikes
Not
again.
Seth Rollins.
Not Seth Rollins.
Not Finn Balor, who probably isn't medically cleared to compete yet.
I would assume he wasn't. Cause he
Not Samoa Joe.
Not Samoa Joe, who everybody thought.
Not Shane McMahon, who I would have took.
How the hell does Todd Dillinger in there and not Samoa Joe?
How you give James Ellsworth the fucking Royal Rumble spot?
Why the fuck is James Ellsworth still on the roster? Is the question.
Oh my God.
So So Roman Reigns eliminates Bray Wyatt. Randy Orton eliminates Roman Reigns, thankfully. And Randy Orton will be going to WrestleMania in the main event. Who he will face, we do not know yet.
We don't know.
There's a lot more questions that need to be answered, especially because of Elimination Chamber. That's going to tell us a lot. And who the hell is AJ Styles going to face at WrestleMania? I don't see it being Randy Orton. I don't see it. It could be. I don't see it though. Unless the story, I don't see that though. I don't see it.
Bleacher Report gave the Royal Rumble match A-. I will say this: if I had to,
is it the Royal Rumble match or the Royal Rumble as a whole?
Not the whole, just the match.
That Royal Rumble is not A-.
No. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with Bleacher Report, but if you asked us,
no,
I'm gonna give it
C+.
C+, B- the highest.
C+ because what did it have?
It
had moments like Corbin knocking over Strowman.
You know, that was really. It didn't have a Royal Rumble moment. It didn't have anything. You know, it was just like you hyped up all this star power, and and
the star power didn't do anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Or they didn't do anything against each other. They eliminated the people that we expected them to eliminate.
My problem with this pay-per-view is that Seth Rollins wasn't on this pay-per-view at all.
He wasn't.
Not in any form or fashion.
He showed up at NXT. Oh my God. Okay, this is our Royal Rumble extended review. And we're gonna be back for the Elimination Chamber.
Oh man.
And I can't wait to hear your thoughts on that. It should be good. We should learn. We should be able to learn more about what's going on from the chamber.
Like, have them comment in the comment section about like the extended history lessons that we just gave them.
Yeah.
And please comment on like Roman Reigns being in this fucking match. Please do.
I don't think I don't think the comment section will be pretty present, but we'll see where that goes.
Oh my God.
But anyway, this is our Royal Rumble review. We're out.
The worst one since 1998.
By far.
Remember, guys, to like my Facebook page, The Retro Recap. As you can see here, the link will be in the description. I already have over 100 likes on this page, and pretty much what this page will do for you guys is give you all the updates, but when I'm going to upload a new video, some questionnaires, and also giveaways. So in order to keep up with everything that's going on in this channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel and like the Retro Recap Facebook page. Once again, thanks guys.